and we literally have no idea what these guys are about to play. So let's see. And they can't drop Pump as their first card either. That's even better. All right, Princess in the back, Ice Wizard in the back. Better play by Sun. Let's see how they follow up. Giant, there we go.
Another giant. This whole tournament has been giant.
This whole tournament has been giant. From the players to the clans to the cards. Mini P.E.K.K.A guards coming in on that left-hand side. Barbs, there we go. Barbs to shut it down.
How much work those guards do to those barbarians?
Unexpectedly, actually, they pretty much shut them down, and they only cost 3. Great counter with the cannon in the middle. Shuts down the
cannon.
Yep, shuts down the giant.
Now Clyde is trying to run that giant poison deck without an elixir pump, which could throw him behind. Like he's already behind an elixir, which could turn out to be really bad.
True, but I almost feel like Sunlight's playing it too. We haven't seen, there it is. We haven't seen the hog, but there's the giant. 2 giant poison decks. They must have been watching the matches earlier. No, they know giant poison is strong, and they're trying to take advantage of it. The thing is going to come down to which low cost deck can get a great counter in.
I mean, looks like the barbarians are going to cost a lot for Clyde to use, so that could be the downfall for him. Just because they're 5 elixir to drop them, and he has guards at 3 elixir, mini P.E.K.K.A which is 4. Like you can drop guards, and you can drop a zap, and they should be able to take care of the barbarians. Like, you know what I mean? And then cycle in for other things as well.
Oh, no, definitely. And I think it'll come down to if Sunlight can really pull that off ahead of time, so that way he can drop his giant and let it get to tower. He's going to get a lot of damage out. Great counter against the mini P.E.K.K.A by the guards. Doing work.
This is a great even match that we got here. Not really anybody's got to the towers, so this is looking really, really even.
Yeah, it's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Both people are trying to slow roll their troops. I'm waiting for the line change, right? So when you have matches like this that are super even, it's whoever switches their cards up at the right time that gets that right counter, puts in work. So far, Sunlight has gotten some decent damage off. He got a great push there, but he's susceptible to the counter push.
Coming in.
Double giant poison coming in, hits everything, misses with a cannon. So lucky there, that poison, that cannon pulls it away. Can the Musketeer stop the mini P.E.K.K.A in time? Nope, unfortunately it'll get shut down by the enemy's poison.
The Musketeer there to counter the mini P.E.K.K.A. Got a push coming with the barbarians and the Musketeer. This could be a decent push. You might have to drop a poison there to stop that push, but he does not. He just tries to take out the Musketeer. That's the biggest threat there in that whole push is the Musketeer.
Definitely, and that enemy's poison, look at the value he got out of that. He shut down the Ice Wizard, he shut down the archers. Great value of the poison.
And the Princess is still alive there.
Exactly, Clyde is really making the most out of his troops. His troops are he's getting the most out of those low elixir troops, and when you don't have pump, that makes a huge difference.
Archers haven't seen all this whole clan war, I should say. I keep on saying tournament, but it's a clan war.
Yeah, it's the first time we've seen them, and they've actually been doing okay. Sunlight's been using them to counter the Princess, and even though they cost 3, he is getting some poke damage with them. Unfortunately, he lost them to the poison last time, though, and that's really set him back.
Gotcha.
It just seems like Sunlight keeps having to split his troops to pull, and he can't really get the damage he wants to on one tower. It's also weird that he's dropping his giant a little bit higher up. If you've noticed that, he hasn't been dropping his giant in the very back, he's been dropping it in the middle. Now that gives him less time to make a push, but it's a slightly faster push, but I don't know if that's really been working for him.
That poison's just gonna win the game for Clyde. It might end up in a draw though if he does not get anything to the tower.
Yeah, you know what? Clyde really needs to be looking for that second double giant push. He made it work once before. If he can make it work again, it's going to be game. Here we go. Giant making its way to tower.
Right here.
Poison, 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits off that giant, and that's game.
Clyde does take the win there. This is going to be a good one. CMC versus Gray.
Here you go. Your boy CMC, he is the favorite to win. Everyone knows that he puts in work, that he's a great tournament player, can make an upset. Valk, that's classic trifecta there. Could it be? Or is it gonna be Giant Poison? Oh, nice! We see the Inferno Tower come out, shuts down the Hog minions. Great counter by Gray.
He doesn't have anything to really push with that Valkyrie, so the Valkyrie just goes up there by itself. I mean, he countered it really well, but the Valkyrie wasn't used for any value, you know?
Yeah, and he was forced to shut down his mini P.E.K.K.A with Fire Spirits, so he didn't really get the value out of them. Guards, such good value against that mini P.E.K.K.A. That puts CMCHugh up 2 Elixir.
It starts off slow, and then you start building more and more of Elixir advantage. That's what happens in matches. Like, people start countering too much, they overcommit on things, or they over-counter, and it puts them back farther and farther, and then they wonder why they're behind.
Yeah, exactly, and you know what? It only takes 2 Elixir to start that upset.
Yeah, it does. Now we got a little decent of a pusher with the Valkyrie on one side of Princess on the other side. What is he gonna back up? Oh, Goblin Barrel coming in hot.
Oh my goodness. So his main damage dealer is basically the Goblin Barrel Miner. He's basically, instead, he doesn't have that Miner. So this makes me feel like Gray definitely plays Miner, and since he doesn't have Miner, he's just gonna substitute for a mini P.E.K.K.A or sort of like Valk Goblin Barrel push. But that means his counters have to be on point. They have to be really good.
Now,
I think.
But now, like, the Zap is just to be saved for the Umber or Fire Spirits. Like, he has to really figure out what he needs to use. You know what I mean? Like, he can't just. He has to bait the Zap. Like, he just baited the Zap right there, right? Now he's getting ready for the Goblin Barrel run. Now the Fire Spirits are wasted. So this would be the perfect opportunity for him to throw Goblin Barrel over the attack.
Exactly, and you know what? That's the kind of high-level play that makes these players so good, right? Gray knows he has the Zap. He knows he has stuff like that, and like you said, he just baited it all out. There comes the Goblin Barrel. He's forced to use guards to stop it, which means he's going to get damage out of that tower. CMC was able to cycle.
Decent amount of damage. Decent amount of damage right there.
That's the thing with Goblin Barrel. It's all a mind game. You play the counters, you force your opponents to use cards that they don't want to use, that they want to hold on to, and then they're playing down the whole game. They're playing scared, right? CMC is playing scared because he has to save his Zap. He has to save his Fire Spirits, and then, oh crap, there's Inferno. He has to use it, you know? So it's forcing you. So this is a really great deck by Gray. I love it.
Very unique deck. You don't usually see these decks.
No, and you know what? It's so good. It's basically an anti-meta deck, right? He's got the Inferno for the Giant. It stops the Giant, it stops the Hog, and if he can bait those Zaps, he can bait those Fire Spirits. In fact, most people won't even have both Zap and Fire Spirit. I haven't seen most of them because of pumps and stuff. He can really make use of his Goblin Barrel. And if anything, this is one of the harder matchups. CM finally getting some damage on that right side tower. He's got to watch this counter push, though. I'm expecting the minions to come out. There we go. Preemptive Princess to stop minions. Instead, he plays Ice Wizard. Good move. Weird for Gray to play those Fire Spirits on the left-hand side. The Zap shuts down the chip damage, though.
Now we got a
and now he can mini P.E.K.K.A
Goblin
Barrel. There it is.
Goblin Barrel gonna come in. Does he have the Zap open? He has Fire Spirits available.
Yes, and he has the Zap.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, great damage. 600 damage on tower.
So far.
Now he's got to stop this Hog, though. 1 hit, 2 hits, 2 hits off the Hog. It's a really close game. It looks like Gray has it, but it's a really
Goblin Barrel
close
this rest of the game.
That's the problem, though, right? When you start getting in those things where, look, he's been winning by playing a certain way, and if you start playing differently to try to win the game, that's the kind of stuff that loses you games. So he's really got to think about how he's going to play this. Because, yes, he's winning, but he's also taking damage on that right-hand side. So how is he going to switch up his rotation to win it without losing that tower? He's sitting at 10 elixir.
I'm going to say right now, with that Zap on that Goblin, the Fire Spirits, it's so hard to Zap Fire Spirits right.
Oh, definitely. They're really fast, and... you know, one mess up and you just lost Fire Spirits. Almost getting the poke damage.
Trying to get that chip damage with that Princess. Now CMC looks like he might be trying to just get that draw. Like he might not. He knows he's probably not gonna be able to get this win, just because of the fact that he has so much defense against that Hog Rider push.
Well, if I was CMC, I don't know. I don't know about the draw. CMC, he keeps getting the push in. You're right, though. It could be just a distraction. There we go. Princess finally gets some chip damage on that left-hand side. It's only going to take one good
Somebody screwed up their Zap right there and zapped right in the middle. you missed that. It's right in the middle of the arena, so somebody messed their zap up.
Oh, I don't know who it was.
That was, but that could be a game changer right there just because they screwed up the zap.
Yeah, that's just a free waste of 2 elixir.
He's trying to get that
Nice.
princess chip damage.
Great play by CM. He knew the princess was coming. He dropped the Ice Wizard right away, and he's going for the kill right here with the mini P.E.K.K.A. Oh, shut down by the zap. Really, really smart though. Look he made him waste a lot of his stuff in the beginning so then he could play the hog. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to take it. Goblin Barrel to put away the game, possibly? He misplaced the zap! There it is!
Oh
my goodness! Yo! Player. And so I love seeing that upset right there at the very end. What a great game.
So we got this next match coming with Godly Love versus Giggs, which is Law, by the way.
Okay, awesome. So Giggs is Law?
Yeah. The people were saying in chat. I think that's the name he's known for or something.
So Godly Love is playing a giant deck. Giggs, we haven't really seen yet. He's got the Valkyrie, he's got the Princess. It could either be, it's most likely, oh. I almost wonder if this is another Goblin Barrel deck. Nope, it's a Hog. There we go. Hog deck coming in.
That Inferno's gonna shut down the whole Poison Giant deck.
I know, I'm so glad that people were smart enough to start to throw Inferno in their deck for that. They knew that the Giant was coming. They saw it win last game, and so a lot of them are playing Inferno. In fact, if you've noticed, Genesis are playing a lot of the same cards. Valk, Inferno, Stab Goblin, Zap. Their whole team is basically playing a very, very close variations of the same deck. There's the Inferno Tower to stop the Giant. Yep, that Giant is not even going to get to the tower, and the Inferno Tower is going to shut down the Giant and the mini P.E.K.K.A. Well played. Great counters by Giggs. I'm just going to call him Law.
We got a Hog Rider with Fire Spirits coming behind. He's probably going to zap those Fire Spirits. No, he just lets him take it to the Knight's face. The Hog Rider gets 2 hits off on the tower there. All he did was drop a Knight. I think he should have done a little bit more to stop the damage, but he's trying to set up for this balloon push right here.
Yep, here we go. Balloon incoming. Balloon Giant. You said you wanted to see it. Here it is.
Freeze coming in hot.
Yo, this is an extremely old school Hog cycle deck. A Hog deck with Inferno and Freeze. It's really lucky that Godly is playing Giant and Balloon, because if he can really get rid of that the Inferno, right? If he can bait out the Inferno, if only he was playing Princess instead of Ice Wizard, this might have been a lot, like, he might have had a way better chance at sneaking in a Balloon, sneaking in a Giant to tower. That Poison, though, putting in work. Here we go, Knight mini P.E.K.K.A. He learned from his mistakes, but there's the freeze!
Hog Rider.
2
oh
hits!
My goodness, it's gonna do a lot of damage.
3 hits!
That's it as well. This counter push could be deadly though.
Yeah, Law really went all in there. He really needs to cycle back, there we go, to that Inferno Tower. Unfortunately, he had to play it in the Poison. I wish he would have played it off to the right, especially because the Balloon was already out. He might have been able to keep it alive. All he needs is 1 great counter push, 1 great freeze push here, though, and it's game. There's the Giant Ice Wizard. He's not going to be able to effectively stop the Hog. Drop the freeze. There it is, 1 hit. He only needs 1 more hit. Double zap, and the last hit, Law takes it.
That was crazy. That freeze Hog Rider still works, man.
Definitely. But the one thing I will say is that basically every clan has said that. They're all saying,
no, I know.
You don't even know how good
some of their best players have lost because of that stuff.
Agreed. In fact, a lot of really good players have lost to players that we didn't even expect.
All right, so we got Jay versus Clark Kent coming in here. Clark Kent has already dropped the furnace down.
Ouch, he dropped it up high and it's gonna get wrecked by that Princess. But it's also definitely interesting to see that Furnace. I wonder if he's playing, you know, sort of a Furnace Giant, a Furnace Mortar deck. I'm surprised that we haven't seen more Mortar, actually. It's a lot stronger than you would think it would be in tournament play right now. There's the Lava Hound. He really needed to take advantage of that Furnace, though.
It's a great combo.
Yeah, exactly. But now he wasted a lot of elixir and he doesn't have the Furnace to show for it. Unfortunately, that mini P.E.K.K.A. ran in front of the Giant. That hurts, for sure.
Furnace coming in hot, taking out those guards. No, it will not. Oh my gosh, it's a powerful guard.
Wow.
There, guys.
That one guard is still alive, putting in work. 5 hits, 6 hits out of that giant. And the cannon to stop the Lava Hound. Great plays by Jay. Great plays by Jay. This is already looking like another match for Genesis. Clark Kent's got to really come back. He's got to make better plays with those furnaces, with that furnace, and then really, really get the value out of that Lava Hound.
Mini Pekka. Hopefully he doesn't get to the tower. Is he gonna let it hit it? Oh my god. He just lets it get a free hit on the tower. I think Clark. He doesn't have anything to set up. He needed to set up a push, so he just let that happen. But now, see, he sets up the Lava Hound on one side. Jay is just gonna go for a giant push on the other side. That's how you stop the Lava Hound support. You just put a giant on the other. You just start pushing on the other side.
True, but I think what Clark is gonna do here is sort of ignore that side and see if he can pull those troops over and then really make the push on his side count. But I agree with you. It would have almost been smarter to play the furnace in the very back left-hand side, Lava Hound on the same side, and force some of those giant troops away from tower. Here we go, Mini Pekka incoming. Stopped by the guards. Will the princess be enough to shut it down with the skeletons? And it is, but there is a cannon.
Those lava pups did a lot of damage there.
Yep, Lava Hound at tournament level is really good. Pompeo is definitely known for making it hurt. And now Clark is in the lead. Oh wow.
That's what makes the Lava Hound a legendary. It's not the fact that it's the Lava Hound, it's the lava pups.
Definitely, the lava pumps are what do your damage, and you're basically not stopping, unless you have Inferno, you're not stopping that Hound from getting to its destination. You really have to pull it away because it just has so much health. It's like a B-52 bomber. Just walks in no matter what your artillery is and then drops those bombs before it goes down.
Uh-oh, that could be game right there with the giant. Poison is gonna
2 shots down.
Whoever gets the poison first, that's game. Clark is gonna take the win because he got the poison down first.
And there it is, just like you said. Clark got his poison down first. He had the elixir to do it, and they're gonna be a tough contender in this league.
So Skills is up next against Mal. Their match is starting right now. We got a Fire Spirit. Is it Mal?
Yeah, Mal.
We got a Hog Rider drop down. But
and it got 3 hits. Wow.
This looks like it's gonna be a trifecta without a pump.
It's looking like a double trifecta matchup. Very interesting to see the Tesla come up there. Not gonna stop the Hog because of the Valkyrie, but the Musketeer. We were talking, you know what, this is something we were talking about ahead of game. When it comes down to a trifecta matchup, when you have 2 players that are playing trifecta, whoever is using their Musketeer, whoever's playing their Musketeer really good, that's the person that's winning, and Mal is doing it here. He dropped that Muskie in the back, he got the damage in, and he walked it all the way up to the front, got 2 shots off on tower, and now he's ahead down in 1 elixir, but ahead almost in half damage of a tower.
Yeah, let's get some hype in who you want to win. Do you want Mal to win or do you want Skills to win? Let's get some hype in the chat, guys. This is the final match. This is going to be deciding who takes the victory for this clan war. So we got a kind of like a trifecta push coming up. Is he going to get the Hog Rider in there? Yep, trifecta push coming up here with the Valkyrie, Hog Rider, Musketeer. Mini Pekka to pull the Musketeer.
He slips the Hog into tower, though.
Hog Rider is going to get a bunch of hits on the tower right now. One more hit. One more hit. Woo! A lot of damage coming in there.
You know what? This is the thing I love about Hog, and if you come by my stream, I say it every day, all day. Hog is one of those decks that you can't even count out with 15 seconds left on the clock. It's one of those decks where it only takes 1 good Hog push, 1 slip Hog into tower to take half a tower, to take a whole tower, to upset the match, to win the game, and that's why Hog is so dangerous.
So we're getting split in here, guys. We got people saying that they want Mal to win. We got Skills wants to win. So this is going to come down to who makes the biggest mistake here, because it's still pretty even. 8-18 left on one tower and 12-14 left on the other tower. I don't know who's going to take the win here.
I'm not sure this. Oh man, that last second lure, on the Hog, such a good play. Skills will get the burn damage from that pump.
Ice Spirit's just demolished that Musketeer. Ice Spirit coming in. That Hog Rider does not end up getting to the tower, but we got another Musketeer down. Is he gonna drop his Hog Rider and try to go for another time?
Yep, he's going for the kill. Musketeer is gonna do a really good damage on that Tesla. He only needs one hog hit. Can he get? He does get to tower. One hit on. No,
the Zap stops it.
It's looking like this game is gonna come down to poisons again. So people need to be very wary about how they're using their poison, what their elixir at, when they can drop it.
What if a team bans poison, man?
You know what? That is something that we haven't seen yet, and it would be a weird ban because it's not something you would think to ban, and I would love to see that and see how that affects the game.
Wait, Ice Spirit. Did you just see that Ice Spirit? That Ice Spirit stopped the Hog Rider in its tracks, man.
Ice Spirit is one of those cards that's so dangerous, especially because it costs 1. I feel like Mal has been really hit and miss with those Ice Spirits. He's got some extremely good ones, like you just said, but he's also had some where it's kind of just a waste of 1 elixir. And I feel like if he keeps getting good value out of them, he would have won the game already.
Nice pull with that cannon. That cannon was great placement, by the way.
Yep, got double hits from both towers. Skills is looking like he's gonna take it by poison alone. Mini P.E.K.K.A push incoming. Fire Spirits are gonna shut down the skeletons. Valkyrie. The zap,
like
one hit on tower.
Oh my goodness.
No, shut down at the very end by the Musketeer, but look at that. Skills had to waste all his defense on that, and now Mouth is up 2 elixir. Mouth has to make this push count before that poison comes in. Skills, what are you gonna do to counter? Wasted zap, it did not matter. Skills with the BM. Did you see that? He did that on purpose. Drop.